everyone, welcome to episode 48 of the BTS podcast. I am Jen.
Jess.
And how are we doing this week?
Oh my god. I'm like so excited. I was talking about like before we started recording how excited I am and how much like this week I was trying to contain it as much as possible because I still had work to do on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
It's not possible, Jess.
It was a journey of I can't believe we're like one day away from everything. Like it doesn't even feel, it feels real, but at the same time it doesn't feel real.
When this is gonna come out,
which is Thursday,
we will have seen
BTS.
And on the day this comes out, Jess is seeing BTS again.
Yeah.
While I'm enjoying LA a little bit more.
Yeah.
So, I'll take care of Mama Jess. Don't worry.
I know. I don't. She's an adult. She can take care of herself. I don't care. Do what you guys want. Yeah, it's like, okay, so like Thursday, like thank God this week, like in terms of my like job, it wasn't that bad. Like we didn't have a lot of footage. It was a very, very like lighter week than it normally is.
Would that be because Thanksgiving?
Yeah. So because my company that I work for, the company that I work for.
Yeah.
I was trying to explain it anyway. Is an American company, but we're in Canada, so we get both the Canadian and the American holidays. And so for American Thanksgiving, which is this weekend,
it was last Thursday.
Yeah, it was last Thursday. So we got Thursday and Friday off, and then obviously Saturday, Sunday. Not obviously, actually. I shouldn't say obviously because I've worked weekends. So
yeah, you've worked like full 7-day week and then gone back into another 6-day week. And...
Yeah.
I'm sorry. More flashbacks.
Yeah. But it was nice actually because like Thursday I got like some things prepped for next week, which you guys will see in a little bit later in the podcast. The one thing that I have already prepped. And
I've
Friday,
seen it.
You have seen it, yeah. Friday, what did I do on Friday? I feel like, well, my parents came down.
Wasn't that when your parents came down?
Yeah, so my parents came down and we did a couple of like running around, like going to the mall just to pick up a couple of things. And then Saturday was, I don't know if you can tell, but my hair is
back.
Different. Yeah, purple is back. I like it. We went with like a darker purple this time, so
I want to chop my hair back to where like how short it was.
Oh, see, so like I got like a couple, you can't tell, but I got a couple of inches off the bottom.
That's like when Tanya is like, I got like 10 centimeters off my hair, but like Tanya has long ass hair.
She has it's like mid back.
Yeah, she has beautiful long dark hair.
It's beautiful. Tanya, you're beautiful.
Beautiful.
So beautiful. Yeah, but mine was like mid back, so I was like, you know what? It's time. And
sorry. It's time.
It's time. Sorry, my alarm just went off.
The best part.
Okay. Yeah, and then obviously it's Sunday, so happy Sunday.
Here we are.
We are a mess. It's a mess.
I've been doing okay. Like I haven't been sleeping well.
No,
like
not at all. Sleep is just like see you later.
When am I sleeping well?
Well, and the thing is like the closer we get, the less and less sleep I start to have because like like last night I didn't.
Can you imagine like from December 1st to the 2nd how well we're gonna sleep?
Not well. Okay, so we might sleep actually very well because like all of that excitement that we've built up.
Yeah, the adrenaline, the excitement.
Exactly,
will,
yeah.
like,
And the amount of crying that's gonna happen. We're just gonna like release all of that.
Yeah.
And then we'll be like, the sleep that night will be amazing. Like, it'll be the best sleep we've ever had.
And we're sleeping in a hotel room, so.
Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, so we're all staying. Let me just like paint a picture for you guys. We're all staying in the exact same hotel.
Okay,
and
there's
also,
7 of us,
there's
by the way.
Seven of us staying together. I didn't even realize that until I did like a head count because we're like taking buses back to our hotel on the first night.
We were 6.
Yeah.
And then we have the pleasure of having Joyce be with us.
It's so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm so like happy that we're all staying together. And honestly, like realistically here, you might see in some vlogs if they want to be on camera or not, but like all of us are just gonna stay in the same room. Like that's what's gonna happen. Like we're just gonna build like a giant blanket for it and then stay in the
because we have 2 rooms.
We have 2 rooms technically, but the amount of time we're gonna be spending together.
Like we're gonna do face masks. We're gonna
I have a
jamming.
bunch.
We're gonna be watching like Vlives if they happen.
Yep.
I'm not bringing my laptop, but like if someone's bringing a laptop, we can rewatch In the Soup together. Yes. That's something we can do at night.
It is something we can do at night.
Just saying. Yeah, my laptop is too dead to be of any help. So I'm not bringing it.
I'm only bringing my iPad because I have a book that I'm gonna be reading on the plane, which is The Midnight Library, of course. But it's only like 200 and something pages, so I'm probably gonna finish that in like an hour and then have like 2 more hours of this flight to go through.
Yeah, you also have like a 3-hour flight.
I know, yeah.
That's the length of mine as well.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours.
But you're going basically straight down and I'm going like diagonal.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I get a direct flight. Honestly, it's because really like I'm living on like the West Coast, so it's very easy. Like it's the same with Lenny. Like her and I are both on the West Coast, so it's kind of nice because we have like shorter flights to get to California.
Yeah. I'm Midwest now. So it's about the same length, but instead of going straight down, I have to go like through.
Right.
So I was telling Jacob yesterday that it's been so long since I've had a direct flight to somewhere. I think the last one was Barcelona.
Oh wow.
And that's like a 7.5-hour flight.
Wow. I'm actually trying to think of the last time that I've been like on a plane. I know like you have been, because you moved to the States, so you've obviously been on a plane recently. I'm trying to think. I think the last time I have been on a plane was 2019 when my 2 best friends and I went to Vegas together. I think
before my move, it was the same for me. Yeah, it was summer 2019 when I came here. But it's because the airport here in the city I'm in is in like they're remodeling it, trying to make it an international airport, but right now it's not.
Oh, gotcha.
So I like coming from Montreal, I had to go to like a hub.
Oh, and then take another flight.
Yeah, because of customs and everything.
Right. So, yeah.
Well, what made the least sense was going to Atlanta. Because it's going like way back down and then
coming back
up.
Flights are weird. I know like Winnipeg and like Saskatchewan, both of them have to like choose an airport to like sort of get connecting international flights. At least like they can fly between Canada, but like the international part of it, they don't have a big hub for that. I think also that's why like in 2020 Vancouver, Calgary, and Toronto were like the 3 international airports, because Calgary recently has upgraded their international airport side, so it's like
Montreal also is one of the big hubs on the East Coast.
That's true. Yeah,
there's so many people coming through Montreal and they're like, what is this? I'm like, this is an actual city. Welcome.
Hello. I know, we don't live in an igloo. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. And we also speak French, but we don't say baguette every 2 words.
Quebec. What a classic place.
I taught some people in my RuneScape clan about poutine this week.
Oh, you did? They've never heard of poutine before?
And I found out that Amazon sells the poutine gravy packets from Saint Hubert, which is like the number 1 poutine packet like recommended by the province.
What?
I know. It's so exciting.
That's so weird.
It's so exciting. So right. I don't need to ask my mom all the time to send me poutine packets. I can buy them myself off of Amazon.
Yeah, it's totally fair.
They'll probably be cheaper if she sends it to me, but it is
what it is.
Because like Jacob makes like amazing homemade French fries. And so if the only thing we really need to find is like cheese curds or like a decent cheese, because like I'm ready to make some compromises because we're not Quebec.
It's true. You're not Canadian.
Yeah.
You go find those like there's something about Canadian poutine that like I've tried it in like other places and it's just there's something
at least once you need to try it in the province it was invented.
Yeah, it's true.
But make sure I'm there because I'm also in either one.
I'm trying to think like Quebec is known for like their poutine. I'm trying to think. I think Calgary like overall is known for the Caesar because it was invented here.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know what a Caesar is, it's like a Bloody Mary, except our tomato juice is clamato juice, which is it has clam juice in it. So it's got like clam and tomato combined together. You can still have it with vodka or gin. And then there's like
uncomfortable
toppings. Honestly, here's the thing: like you can't taste the fishiness of the clam. It's more like the saltiness that adds to it. Which honestly, I prefer in comparison to a Bloody Mary, which is just the tomato juice.
Mm-hmm.
I like the addition of the clam juice, honestly, because of the saltiness makes it so much better.
Yeah, because like tomatoes can be quite sour.
Yeah, they can be quite sour and acidic, so having the nice balance of the salt really makes it
makes sense.
Yeah. But anyway, first, happy BTS week.
Happy BTS week. We will be there shortly. Make sure to follow us on our Instagram because we'll for sure put up some stories of our adventures.
Absolutely.
So you can have like a preview of what you're gonna see next episode with the vlogs and everything.
Yeah. We're doing lots of stories. Apologies in advance.
I mean,
for the amount of stories that we're gonna do. But...
And then you're gonna get like the one post for the podcast on the 2nd.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go back to the thing is also like on the 1st, on day 3, Jess and I are actually there, like we're sitting together at the concert. Like we have like seats together. So that's gonna be a mess.
Again, I'm gonna apologize in advance for those videos because it's just gonna be me and Jan and my mom and Lenny just screaming the whole time and then also crying, I suspect. Because okay, so here's the thing.
I need to pick up like the small like tissues to put in my clear bag because I need to go and get like a cap for my toothbrush.
Okay.
So might as well, right?
Might as well. Yeah, so like the timeline. Okay, so here's the thing, guys.
Here's a timeline before we go into this.
Because like I haven't seen anything really about what the concert, like what the set list was, what anything was happening.
I only saw.
I have avoided the timeline.
I only saw that one video of JK almost wiping out trying to step on a balloon.
Oh god, I did see that.
And the video of Najun saying like make some motherfucking noise. That was hot.
That was pretty hot.
And I saw some clips of Yoongi looking fine.
Yeah, They're all looking great.
But I don't know anything about the set list. No. What the group chat has told me was that it was similar but not the same from the online one, which that's fine with.
Which is what I kind of figured, is that they would do, well, I kind of figured that they would be like only OT7 songs as because of course they would want to stay the entire time on stage. Like,
of course,
it's their first time back, so it kind of makes sense that they would want to, like,
I mean, just like together. Right before the show, Jimin posted on Twitter, it was like, I'm going to meet you. That's so fucking cute.
Oh god, he's so cute. I go back to like last year for Mott's one, and his first night, just like in tears, being like, I don't know why this is happening, I don't know why I can't see you, to that post of being like, I get to see you finally.
Yeah.
And him like showing the stadium and how excited they were. It was just like, it was amazing. From what I understand, I bet like the armies there are, you know, having a time.
I mean, Tanya was at the YouTube Center yesterday.
Yeah.
And she's attending the show tonight as a VIP.
Yeah.
What a lucky girl.
I know.
Oh.
But yeah, I haven't seen anything about like what actually happened last night.
Yeah, I've been trying to avoid every social media, because like I thought Facebook was gonna be safe. Apparently not.
No, Instagram wasn't. None of the social medias were safe.
I mean, I knew like TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram.
Yeah, it's gonna be that way. Like videos,
but like my Facebook, fuck. Like I follow a couple of like meme pages,
right?
But I wasn't expecting like a random video of a random user of the sound check, and I just see like Jin on the big screen. I was like, hello boy.
Goodbye.
I never closed a page so fast in my life.
I know. Well, I never go on my Facebook. I don't even know why I still have it, to be honest.
I mean, I'm on there and I just scroll. I see useless. If it's like a colleague's birthday, or like if there's anything interesting, because like there are people that I want to keep in contact with that I only have through Facebook.
Oh, yeah, I don't care. If you're not talking to me in person, like, sorry. Yeah. But we got some like last night. We got some like photos after the concert. Jin posted a really cute photo with his like bow and his hair. And June, like a hot photo, and Hobie and Jimin posted a photo of the two of them.
I mean, they met Anderson .Paak.
They did, yeah. And his son, who was so excited to meet them. Although that moment with Jin, with Anderson .Paak's wife, he was so embarrassed. He was so red.
He was such a gentleman, though. It was like, well, she's married. I just want to respect her. It was so sweet.
It was so sweet, but it was so funny at the same time, because his face was just like super red.
Yeah, that's normally JK.
Yeah. No, Jin. It's okay.
Have you seen, like, I don't remember in what interview it was, but like someone asked like, who's the best with girls, and everybody said JK, and I'm like, have you seen this guy's history with girls?
Maybe he
runs away from
I mean, I don't know, something in the water at LA is like turning these boys into,
I know, but it was
crazy
just like,
crackheads.
When I saw that clip, I was like, are you sure we're all talking about the same Jungkook here?
I was like surprised at Junie just being like like they were like swearing. I'm just not okay. Even Tay, like I saw what Tay said too, and he was like, I'm sorry ARMY, I'm sorry BTS. Holy shit. What? There is something happening in LA where June is just like, I don't know. He's just so like candid and over it. Cause like, okay, so this is a segue into the James Corden show. Which the performance on the show for Permission to Dance was amazing. It was so good, and they got to perform in front of ARMY, which was so exciting. I'm really excited for the crosswalk. That wasn't a part of the James Corden thing that night, but it will be in a future episode.
Yeah, because they recorded the day they appeared on the show.
Yeah. Now the interview portion of that.
Oh my god.
June, first of all, I love you. Get you a band who stands you back, you know. Him saying, how are you? I heard you got into some trouble with Army is hilarious. I'm honestly really glad that he addressed it. Because it affected so many armies, including myself. Like we had that week that happened, we had a whole discussion on the podcast about it in that episode. And I'm really glad that, you know, June had our back on this one, you know. Like it felt really nice. Like I wanted to cry, honestly. I wasn't expecting him to really talk about it. Now, what I will also say is I don't think that James was really beating around the bush with that one.
Yep, he was.
He didn't even really give an apology.
Well, that's why June didn't say we accept your apology. He said we appreciate.
Yeah. And I mean, what's done is done, and if BTS is, you know, satisfied, I would never want to ruin a relationship for them at all. And so if June is satisfied, then I will shut my mouth and enjoy the performance and the shows that they're on with James. That being said, I don't necessarily forget what happened, and I probably won't.
No, I won't either, for sure.
And the other thing I want to say is like him mentioning the threats. First of all, you should never threaten somebody ever.
Yeah. I mean, if you do that, again, we're gonna say you're not an army.
Yeah, and you know, I would also like to point out that I like read through on that video the post that Army made, like the quote tweets and the comments on that video that got deleted. You know, everybody was so respectful in those comments, and we were just trying to vent and say how we felt about how that joke affected us. I don't know what happens in the DMs, that's a whole nother thing, but in terms of what we had said, like what Army had said on that post, none of it was disrespectful.
Yeah, publicly it was, yeah.
And I hate how he brought that up because, you know, people just take that and run with it, and it's ridiculous. Like, why would you bring up
that? The guys know that it's not true.
Yeah, well,
because obviously they know what's going on,
and that's the thing, right? Like he basically like gave us like a backhanded slap on that one because he's like, I know Army is so respectful, and then I get threats like this, and I'm like, dude, what?
Why you do this? We liked you.
Yeah. I mean,
past tense.
I think, like I said this the last time we had a full discussion about that joke, is, you know, I think that
I was gonna say something memey, and I'm not. I'm gonna let you finish your thought.
I don't know. I think that we, like, as a collective, shouldn't really put emphasis on these hosts as like people that, you know, because they are trying to do their job in a sense, because it is their job to ask questions, and you know, these late night talk show hosts are always like joking about shit that they shouldn't joke about all the time. And I think we give them too much hype and leeway, you know.
I just find it unfortunate that we do let them get away with stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, we didn't this time.
I know, but like in general, and not just like our fandom.
No,
fandoms in general.
Yeah. I mean, I did watch the opening segment, and I don't find James very funny. Like, he's not.
He used to be more funny, not gonna lie.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, there's something.
He's not as funny anymore.
He's not as funny anymore, and I don't find his humor, like, it's not my kind of humor.
Yeah.
Because I don't think joking at somebody's expense is necessarily like a good joke to begin with.
Before he wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
It's like more recently that he's starting doing that.
Yeah. But regardless, if BTS is happy, then I'm happy, and I will put my bitterness aside.
But we won't forget.
No, not at all. Speaking of bitterness,
the Scammies.
Yeah, the Scammies were this week. So first of all, congratulations to BTS for being nominated again in the pop
best duo group performance for Butter.
Yeah, for Butter. Congratulations. The only thing I will say to that is they deserved more. Yeah. And it's not just like, I was reading on the timeline that day of people in spaces being like, how is BTS, like non-army was being like, how is BTS not nominated for Song of the Year? How? Like, how? They broke all of the records.
And not just that, they literally won Artist of the Year at the AMAs.
Yeah.
The fuck?
What is happening? But
why? Also, Jess. Daddy's home.
Daddy's... I have that video on my phone now.
I know, you put it in the drive too.
I did, yeah. I mean, that kind of made up for it. It was kind of cool actually, because BTS got to
help announce the nominees.
And announce Halsey's nomination, which was so cute. Oh my god. She was so happy. I saw her post on Twitter. She like thanked them. She was like, my best friends, they got to announce my album.
Can you imagine BTS meeting her baby? Could you imagine? That thought just went through my mind.
They're so... I'm soft right now. I'm soft. We also got a bunch of memes from the Scammies, because Beethoven Sanbeni. Beethoven. Hello. Congratulations on your nominations. Wow. I can't even believe it. I hate us. We were trending that for like hours afterwards. Like, none of the other Grammy nominations were trending.
For at least a day, Jess. At least
a day. The memes, we'll talk about it in the meme segment, because I have many about that, because it's freaking hilarious. I hate us. I love us at the same time, but I hate us. Like, why? It's chaotic. We have such chaotic energy. And also, like, for BTS, I know that they were filming the James Corden at the same time that the nominations came out, but I also love how they didn't really respond to that nomination.
Oh, Tae's face said everything.
Yeah.
He was like, cool.
Yeah.
But
they did release more. Like the Bangtan bomb of them reacting to it. And I think like that reaction was definitely, I don't know. They deserve more, and they know that they deserve more. I don't know. I think that the other thing that I will say about the Scammies is, I don't know how even relevant they are. And so many articles too have come out of being like, is the Grammys even relevant anymore? And it's kind of on the line for me is the same as like the Oscars. Like, how relevant are those two things? Especially because like, okay, so Oscar wise, there was a film that came out recently about Gucci.
Yeah.
And the director of that film was angry because not a lot of people were going to it, because he wants to get that Oscar buzz around it. And there was so much like, buzz around the anticipation of it, and then nobody went to go see it. And I was like, we give so much to these award shows, and for what? Like, what are they actually, what is their, how are they deciding what things make things relevant?
Well,
That's
also, like, on that note about Gucci, and just like, we're still in a panorama.
yeah.
What do you expect? That people are gonna rush to
Yeah. And I think
cinemas?
the thing with that is like streaming has become more important. Like Netflix, Amazon, you know, all that kind of stuff has become way more relevant in terms of the amount of people that you're getting to watch, because you can watch from the comfort of your home. Like, why would you choose to go out when you can stay at home and watch your favorite shows and movies? And you know, that's kind of genius. It's the same like with what Disney is doing with their latest releases of like television shows and movies, is they're putting it
Yeah.
on to their streaming service so that people can watch it instead of,
Especially in the fact that we're still
yeah.
like, we're still trying to protect ourselves. Like,
Yeah.
we're not out of the woods yet.
So I think the same thing sort of goes for music as well. I think the AMAs and, you know, People's Choice Awards and that kind of stuff, I think is more relevant to really tell like what people are listening to, how, like what, you know, what artists are on top, that kind of stuff. It gives a better, because the fans are actually the ones who are, you know, voting and supporting their artists to make the nominations and the winners.
Than to have like a very subjective comedy,
Yeah,
of straight white males being the decider and everything.
exactly. Yeah. That's what, yeah. So I don't particularly give much weight to the scammies, and I don't if like, I don't think that they're gonna, I've like recently saw like some of their posts, and like the engagement is like 0. It's so funny. They're getting like 100 likes on their posts, which is really funny, because I think again we give them too much weight.
Yeah.
I don't think that they should have that much weight. I want BTS to win that award because they deserve to win that award. And if they want it, then of course I want it for them. But personally, I don't think that the Grammys are, you know, the be all end all of things.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion. But congrats to BTS because you guys deserve it. And so much more. Yes.
So we also got the announcement that V will be on another soundtrack for a drama.
Yes.
Called Our Beloved Summer. And
so
it starts on December 6th.
It's so exciting. I want to listen, because like, okay, Sweet Night is like, it's so good. Like, it's so good. I love that song. It's amazing.
And yours is always like Jin and V
with the OSTs.
Yeah.
Like just killing the game. Yeah, both those songs are amazing. I don't know what it's gonna be about either. Like, I didn't see anything like what the drama's actually about, but I'm assuming it's like relationship something.
Possibly.
I don't know.
We also got a couple videos. We got Bangtan Bomb of the boys playing beach volleyball. Well, playing beach volleyball.
I saw some kicks in there. That's not volleyball.
Yeah.
V.
And I saw Hobie catching the ball before passing it.
Hobie. That's not how you play beach volleyball.
That's not how you play volleyball at all.
It was so cute. I'm so glad that they had a good time. Because like the butter concept photos, like both versions are just, they're so good. Like between like the beach and the car wash and the, oh, it's so good. It's so good.
And we also got the light stick
tutorial
for Nerds 101.
I mean, I'm kind of glad, like, they updated the app really well, because like a few years ago, the app was kind of trash. Like, it was very bad. But, you know, they have the concert dates on there, and you can do like all the online stuff inside the app, which is pretty like,
yeah, you just choose your
concert date. I know
date,
next week's
section.
Dates, yeah, or not.
Yeah, the next week dates weren't there.
No. So they had like the first week dates, and you could like select, and the YouTube theater was also like a part of that. So they had like the 4 sections, I guess.
Oh, official light stick for suit boxes, suite boxes, and SoFi Stadium is fair to seat. Blah blah blah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I'm like really happy that they updated the app, because it's all my stuff is like on my phone. Like I'm thinking like our stadium tickets are on my phone,
Yeah, whenever
vaccinations
we
on my phone, WestJet's on my phone, like everything is on my phone.
yeah, whenever we get all together, I'm gonna transfer you guys your tickets so we can all have it on our phones.
Yes.
Because I'm gonna add mine to my Apple Wallet.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely add them to your Apple Wallet. I did see like some people was having a really hard time with Ticketmaster. So just like make sure you're checking your tickets, and if you feel like you got a weak password, then definitely change it. Because some people got hacked, and then there was like information about your tickets being transferred, and when they didn't actually transfer your tickets. So just be cautious. And
ours are still there.
Yeah, I check mine every day.
And I mean, my password is so fucking random. I mean, you're like the only other person that knows it.
Yeah. Yeah. So just keep an eye on that. But yeah. So it was cool. I liked the little tutorial. It was very cute. I had a good time.
Sorry. Kat just sent me, I'm sending you a big hug. I almost said bug hug, and I was like, we don't want that.
Nobody wants a bug hug. Nobody. Not one.
I can't wait to be reunited with my Montreal army.
I know.
It's been too long.
It's
only been like 3 months, but it's been too long.
Still, that's a long time.
Considering that we were all like a bus ride away from each other.
Yeah.
But otherwise, as we were talking a bit earlier, there was like the whole have a safe flight army thing going around Twitter.
The wholesome shit that I saw all across the timeline just made me want to cry buckets. Like so on the 25th, which was yesterday, the 26th, or no, the 26th.
The 26th, so like 2 days
Friday.
ago. Yeah.
So there was a giant line for merch that day. They've changed how they're doing the merch for the rest of the time. So you have to have your ticket for that day in order to get merch that day.
And if you don't have tickets, you have to go on the 30th.
Yes. So it was a giant line, but it was like so sweet because the staff actually came out and like handed out water bottles on request from the boys, which was like so sweet. They were like really taking care of Army, which
it reminds me of that one like Troye Sivan concert I went to, and it was like late autumn. It was like really cold, and he ordered pizza, and the staff like was handing pizza to the fans in line.
It's so freaking wholesome. And I saw so many like Army meetups and people like meeting at the airport and like photos, and Army giving like free gifts out and free albums. Like,
yeah, I mean, BA had a meeting, like a meetup yesterday.
Yeah,
and I think they have another one today. I think it's in K-Town today though.
It's just like wholesome.
It's so wholesome.
It's so freaking cute. And
or like Tanya seeing a wild Mang at the airport.
Yeah, if you ever see me at an airport, just like come up and say hi. I literally like I have my RJ that I'm bringing with me. My luggage tag is RJ. I have the BTS luggage tag on my bag.
Jess, which one of my shuki should I bring?
Oh,
the cotton candy one, or?
Well, my mom's bringing the cotton candy Koya, so.
Okay, well I'll bring the cotton candy Shuki then. It's also like smaller.
Yeah.
So it's easier to transport.
I'm bringing full RJ. We're going full.
But I'm like for like one of the stream communities I'm part of, I said I would bring my Jan Freeze, the small penguin. Car, if you see this, I am bringing Jan Freeze with me.
Cute. Yeah, there was just like so much, like it was just so wholesome and just like so freaking cute. And even like Saturday, you know, before the concert, like the merch line, there was like so many things happening, like again, like free water bottles being handed out. Apparently there's like a McDonald's truck on site that's handing out free coffee and hash browns
and fries
in the afternoon. Like what the heck? And then there's a couple of other booths there too that I saw that are handing out like free masks, and like it's wholesome content, and I don't know if my heart can take anymore. Like,
Jess, we're not even there yet.
I know. Yeah, it's so sweet. And I did see like no, like we're like the cleanest, most organized fandom.
Yeah, no littering.
No litter on the grounds whatsoever. Like, congrats to you guys. Well done.
I mean, it's really not difficult to put your shit in your bag and then throw it away when you see a trash can.
Exactly, yeah. What else? I will say though, SoFi, we need to have a conversation.
Yeah.
I hope that you have your shit together.
Yeah, I think I saw a tweet at Bora talk with one of the security manager.
Yeah. Because yesterday people were like waiting. They had to delay the show for an hour because people couldn't get in because they were so disorganized. Thank God Army is so organized and so respectful, because I didn't see like one comment about what happened, like people at that pushing or anything. Yeah, there was none of that. It was just like everybody was just like in disbelief that this was actually happening. So, you know, be cautious. I hope y'all are safe. Be safe tonight too, and Monday and Wednesday and Thursday this week.
We'll be there Wednesday, boys.
Yeah, be nice and safe. And yeah. I hope SoFi's got their shit together.
I'm gonna fight them.
I will also fight them.
Okay. But otherwise, before we go into like the big news for this week, after the concert, we got a VMINKOOK Vlive.
We did.
Frick.
It was hilarious. First of all, V being by himself, and then him saying, I can't be by myself. I gotta go find somebody else. Let me go get JK. They kept
like closing and coming back. Like he said a brand of ramen and then just immediately closed the Vlive
and then
to just come back.
The first time that they had like bad poor connection, and then the second time was the ramen, and then the third time was the last time that they he kept saying brand names of stuff.
I'm just saying, like, them being in LA hits different.
It hits different. Something's happening to them over there that I'm just not prepared for.
They're out of the country. They're just so excited.
They're just so excited and happy. I know that like they were like, based on what they were saying last night in the Vlive, they were like nervous about yesterday. And my response to that is like, why? You guys did amazing. I know it's really hard to like see our faces like with the masks on and everything.
But at least they can like feed off of our energy.
Yeah.
For real this time.
For real. Yeah, it's not, you know, we're not the bots. I will say, Kayla, God, I did this like sassy tweet this week because CBS on the like merch line day did a tweet being like, look at how long this merch line is for the BTS concert, and I quote tweeted that saying, oh my God, look at all the bots, they showed up. I was so sassy.
But otherwise, while we'll be gone, it's gonna be Mr. Worldwide Handsome's birthday. Just as biased, I believe you have something prepared.
I do. Yes, of course. I mean, I've made all of the birthday videos, so of course this one is no exception. So I thought I would put it into this week's podcast since it is his birthday at the end of this week. So happy birthday, Ginny. I love you.
Yeah, I think for V, we're probably gonna do it when we come back.
Yeah, it'll probably be
closer.
It'll be probably in the 50th episode is when we'll put it in there. But it'll be on the social medias on his actual birthday.
Yay! But happy birthday, Ginny!
Happy birthday, Ginny! Our moon! I love you!
꿈이었을까 널 본 것 같아 눈 뜨면 다시 아무도 없는 밤 가만히 난 주문을 걸어 그 어느 때보다 크게 뛰는 할 이 순간 우린 언제나도 어디 때도 together 저 바람이 지나간 바다에 Stay 고든 입술로 내게 말을 해 Stay, 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 stay Always Yeah, I know you always stay Yeah, I know you always stay Yeah, I know you always stay 찬란한 그 모두를 위해 Yeah, oh every night and day Yeah, I know you always stay 찬바람이 불어와 손 내밀어 네 숨결을 느껴 눈 감은 어느새 우린 함께인 걸
I guess it's time for artist shout out.
It is. It is.
Excited, Jess.
I know. I'm trying to contain myself, but my like height level of excitement is honestly in the atmosphere. And as I told I literally told like my two coworkers, I was like, so Monday I am coming into work just in case you guys have any last minute questions before I leave. I'm not going to be helpful though, so good luck trying to get answers out of me because I don't know how I don't know how I'm going to be functioning as a person, but yeah. We'll be on a plane very soon.
So my artist this week is an artist that I actually shouted out like in the first episode ever of this podcast.
Yeah.
It is Mary's artwork on Instagram.
She's amazing.
She's amazing. And like every month I get Patreon rewards. So I get a free print every month and it's always so freaking cool. I have some over here that I can show because I haven't put my stuff back up yet, but I received two.
Ooh.
So this one I think this is a September reward.
Oh my god.
So JK.
Look at our baby boy. He looks fine.
And this is the August reward because August D.
It's amazing.
Like with the lip ring.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, this is some of the work she's done. Like, she like, look at this.
Amazing. Look at Junie. He looks so cute.
So right now they're in there, but eventually I'll be able to put them back up. And she does like pins and key rings and like she's just like insanely talented. And then she also does like art challenges and tutorials, and I love her. She's such a sweet human being.
My artist this week is also an artist that I've already shouted out before. Collection Soul. They are a company that makes K-pop jewelry. I have a bracelet, my rings that I'm not wearing them right now because they're packed, but I wear her like rings every single day. Like if I don't have them on, it feels like a part of like my existence is missing.
Yeah, I want
because
to
I
get
wear
one
them.
to replace this one.
Yeah.
Because it's falling apart.
But Julie is like the sweetest person ever. I love her so much. We talk all the time. She's freaking great. So if you like want some really cool like K-pop subtle jewelry, then that's the place that I would go. And she recently they recently released like a bunch of like necklaces that have like a birthstone and you can like write whatever you want on them. So definitely do that. I'm not much of a necklace person, but I am definitely like rings all the time. Again, I feel naked without them right now, but they're packed.
Yeah, this one is falling apart, so right now I'm just wearing it to wear it. But otherwise I would not be.
Yeah.
But this one I'm obviously always wearing.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
Gotta flash that rock, you know.
Oh yeah, all the time.
All right, let's
Every
go to
day.
meme time.
So, memes. My favorite memes from this week, let me tell ya, were the Beethoven ones because they were so freaking funny. This one is my personal favorite of the bunch.
Yes.
Honestly, the Shooky headband, the purple hearts, I can't. It's so good. J-Hope and Jimin taking the time to comment on like everybody else's posts is the funniest thing ever.
Yep.
I love the wholesome content. Yeah. AIs and bots, yeah. The shows are always so out and nobody messes with ARMY. That is June is because he's hot. Okay, that's like
he's our president.
Like again, like I said in the beginning, get you a band that stands you back.
Yeah.
Like, got ARMY right behind us? No. Got BTS right behind us. Forever.
Oh,
like, I love him. Oh, yeah, that also reminds me of, like, okay, so, like, some flights, like WestJet, I literally saw that they bought a cake for the entire plane because of ARMY. Like they bought a cake for ARMY.
They've been playing songs before takeoff.
Yeah,
hotels have been putting up signs welcoming ARMYs.
It was again wholesome ass shit.
Like they honestly don't need to do that. Like some people that are not in the fandom would be like, oh yeah, they have to because like you guys would fuck shit up. I was like, no, that's not the case.
That's
like,
not the case.
We're just here to have fun. But the fact that they like welcome us this way is like really wholesome.
Yeah, and like it's just
oh yeah,
it's the wholesome shit. Like I am so like everybody seems so surprised by this fandom and I'm just not because this kind of stuff is what this fandom is. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Have you not seen this one?
No!
Oh my god!
I don't even know how to respond to this because like, the fact that she put it all in capital letters and had to specify issued by the police. I can't. That was like, okay, I don't know if I have a screenshot of it, but this woman was like, which one of you purple bitches cut me off in traffic and put finger hearts in the back?
Okay, wait, I think I saved it.
Did you save it?
I think I did.
Cause I was dying laughing. Like we were in the car, and I was like having a time. I was laughing so hard.
Just got my confirmation. Yeah, I know. to go get COVID tested. That was the mascot bowing to Yoongi too. At the Clippers game.
Oh my god. I'm so glad that he got to go out and like we didn't like nobody knew about it. He just like went to a game, which was excellent. I'm so glad we like didn't find out until later because he probably had such a good time.
Oh, I have this one. It's not. I thought I had saved it. Maybe I just liked it.
But whoever said that tweet, like, that's hilarious. That
You're my
shit's
idol.
funny. I can't. It's too funny. I hate us so much. I hate us. Why are we like this? Oh my god.
The real question is, why not?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the Beethoven memes
I
were
saw
like,
something earlier. Let me
God.
find it. Because I wanted to show it to you. Oh, there it is.
Show me.
This is from one of the armies in BA. Just for you.
Oh my god. Look at him. Look at him with his little sprout. I can't.
You have the duality of these things.
I saw a photo of Namjoon. His arms are huge.
Yeah.
He's thick.
He thick boy.
With 3 C's.
Close to 4.
I can't.
But that was it for me.
Yeah.
I didn't have that many.
Honestly, the Beethoven memes really just like took over the timeline for this week, but it was really funny.
Okay. Let me open this back up. Songs of the week.
Yes. Songs of the week. Okay, so do you want me to go first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. My song this week is We're Bulletproof, The Eternal.
Madness.
I think
pure madness.
I know, but it's BTS week, and I think that this song just encapsulates this entire week so perfectly. Yeah. I don't know what to say about that song because honestly, if I start talking about it, I might cry, and I don't want to.
I totally get you.
But I just think that song is the perfect summary of what this week is going to be. And then my non-BTS song is from a band called Walk Off the Earth, which is it's a Canadian band.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, and Rule the World was a song that was my first introduction to them, and I love that song. It's so good. The music video is very interesting, but I like it a lot. I like the concept of it, and I like that song in general. It's very like vibey and like high energy. It's good. So yeah, those were my songs.
My BTS song this week is Euphoria. I've just been jamming to it while like doing the dishes a lot this week.
And I mean,
and it's one of my favorite like solo songs.
Me too. I love that song.
And my non-BTS song is
I love this song. I love this song. Go ahead.
Is Chocolate by the 1975. It's just a vibe.
It's a vibe. I love that song.
We should add the song to the travel playlist.
Sure, yeah. I love that song and their other song that they do called The Sound. I think I've actually recommended it on this podcast before.
I think so.
That was like way early on. Like way early on. But I love that. They have like such a unique vibe to them.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I absolutely love Chocolate.
It's so good. It's so good.
I was listening to it before we started.
I love that song. It's such a vibe. I'm so into it.
I don't think you were expecting me to come with this song.
No, I wasn't at all. But I love it. I love it.
All right, let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah, because I have to edit this right now and then post it.
Yeah.
Like today.
Yeah, so we can get ready for LA. So as usual, we have a new podcast episode coming out every Thursday and a new clip coming out every Sunday at 3 p.m. EST. You can also listen to us on the go on any app where you can listen to podcasts on the go.
Mm-hmm.
You can also find us on our social media at Army Think Tank or at Army Think Tank Podcast. This week, don't forget to follow us on Instagram because we're going to be posting a lot of stories.
A lot of content.
Yep.
Lots and lots of content.
Lots of content. And as usual, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified whenever we post a new video. We'll see you post-concert. Love you guys.
Love you.
See you next week.
Bye, guys. If you're going to the concert, enjoy.